was out with my daughter, my 20-year-old daughter who was home from college. Ironically, I met Ann on the way into the restaurant.
The door was opened by a very nice-looking young man.
Her and her husband were walking in, and I held the door for them, trying to set a good example for my daughter.
And I can't remember exactly what it was called, but I got the steak. I chewed and chewed and chewed and chewed, and finally decided, well, that was okay. It was okay. I could swallow it, which I tried to do, and it didn't work, and that was very frightening.
She looked very funny because something was the matter, and I saw that she was choking.
Couldn't talk, I couldn't breathe, couldn't do anything, and I was getting very desperate, actually.
She was getting red in the face, and obviously she was in deep trouble.
And I pulled her out of the seat. I started trying to do the Heimlich maneuver. I performed maybe 1 or 2 good thrusts, and then another gentleman who was in the restaurant, I come to find out his name was John, said, I'm CPR certified, I'll take over.
I immediately did abdominal thrusts and then a series of back blows. It was not that easy. I mean, I was afraid I was going to break her in half. I mean, 89 years old, God bless her. Finally,
you start to relax because you're starting to go, and then he got it to come up, fortunately. Thank the Lord. UMass Medical came in, and they were glad to see that I wasn't dead. Then I sat and watched him finish his dinner.
People were just coming over and either slapping high five or shaking my hand or offering to buy a drink. You know, it was very rewarding. I've always been in the public safety field since I was young. It's the career I chose. I've been teaching for the Red Cross since the 70s. Standard first aid, advanced first aid, CPR. Anybody who has an interest in helping others should take first aid and CPR. I'm so glad that I was able to help Ann and that she's still around today. She's a wonderful woman, and I just think they're an adorable couple.
We dated after we both went away to college, because I dated her best friend in high school.
We celebrated our 65th anniversary last year, and we're both going to be 90 years old this year.
I would say we've gone back to our enjoying life. It hasn't changed anything except that we're still both together, and that's good.
Ann was so grateful. She wrote me the nicest letter and sent me a gift certificate for another meal out. She said, I ruined your meal, so have a meal on us. And I just thought that was wonderful.
I think it's absolutely amazing that a guest who was a couple of tables away saw that a need was there, without hesitation, saved a life.
I was very happy that there was somebody else that was confident in the room, that knew what they were doing, and I was more than happy to step out of the way. It was one of the most sobering parts of my life, definitely, and I'm just glad that she's okay.
It really made me appreciate the life I have, but I appreciated that before, but even more so now. It's made me a little more careful eating, for one thing.
Well, in all 3 cases that I was able to remove the objects, it was steak.
So what do you tell people about steak?
Chew it slowly and chew small pieces.